Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do a bonus read. I just wanted to say thank you for all the ways that you've been loving on me, and I'm here just to give you a bonus read. Whether it's past, present, future, that will be up to you. Bring your discernment and your little tinfoil hat. Pisces, you are my water family. Thanks for being here. Let's find out what's going on. Thank you for your hypes. Thank you for your thumbs up. Tell me what's going on for Pisces. And Pisces, just a gentle reminder, if I ever say anything that offends you or you don't really like the way I read, feel free to go find one of the thousands of really capable, beautiful readers on the platform. If your energy does not resonate with mine, I would rather you just go find someone else than spread your negativity in the comments. All right, let's find out what's going on here. We've got the Five of Cups. We've got the Seven of Swords. I feel like you want to know the truth about something. It feels like there's some emotional distance. You don't believe someone's telling you the truth. And I feel like it is, it's like you're regretting that you even got involved here. What is this about? Got the Queen of Swords. You are going to find the truth here. I feel like you feel left behind, Pisces, or left out of the truth. You really want to know the truth about how somebody feels. It feels like the sadness could be yours, possibly. Listen, I don't think that you're really sitting there, crying like hard about something, but I think that it's the upset, the inward sort of regret that I really don't know the truth about something. It feels like something's hiding under the surface, and it could be that you don't believe how somebody feels, but I think it's like you want to know. You want to know something here. Let's talk more. We've got the Nine of Cups. It feels like you want to know why you're not in alignment with somebody emotionally. We've got the Star here. The Star, I feel, is saying just be honest. I just want you to be honest, right? This is Aquarian energy. We're under a full moon in Aquarius today. I just really want you to be honest and truthful. But if you can sort of deliver that in the softest way possible, I feel like you are ready to put up a really tough boundary with somebody. I think that you are hopeful that the truth will come out, but I feel as though you just want to be happy. And I don't feel like you feel in alignment with somebody who means a lot to you. So I feel like I think this Queen of Swords is got her back to the situation, saying, well, I don't yet have it. I don't know what's going on back there. We've got the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands is indecision. So look, maybe you do have some of the truth, but you really don't know what to make of it. I think you're hoping that this is not the truth. That's what it feels like. We've got the Five of Wands here, which is, it feels like there is either competition or there is indecision here about whether I should be happy about the situation or not. It does feel like somebody here wants to know the truth. The truth is probably hiding. And the Star being here, just be honest with me so I can heal. Feels like you're really fighting to get some sort of answer about why my wish fulfillment is not here yet. Why is it hiding? Got the High Priestess here. I think the answer is within. I don't think that you've talked to anybody about this. I think that you're just trying to find your truth from within. Bottom of the deck in the future says you will find it, but it won't be the honest truth from someone else. Someone isn't going to tell you what the truth is. I feel like you're going to find an inward truth because the High Priestess was here. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. We've got the Queen of Wands. We've got the Hermit. Something went too fast and it may have hurt you. It almost feels like you backed away or someone else backed away, or it's very silent between you and somebody else. I don't think it's over. I think something is changing. Someone's changing their mind or changing their perspective or changing the way they move. And when I say the way they move, the Queen of Wands moves very quickly. It's bold. It's, I'll go get it if I want it. I don't care if I burn it to the ground. I'm the phoenix. I'll get back up again anyway. It does really feel like You don't have any answers to something that you want answers to. And right now you're feeling kind of sad that wish fulfillment's not here. It feels like something happened really quickly, but I don't think you had any sort of closure on it. It feels like it's just something that's lingering, because the Seven of Swords is like something that you can feel that is going on under the surface. Pisces, you feel everything, right? So the Queen of Wands tells me something happened really quick and then somebody backed away, or it got all quiet. And I'm wondering, is this over? Is it done? I think that you're thinking because it's silent or you don't yet have an answer. And it could be talking about anything, right? It could be a job, it could be money, it could be a person, it could be a situation where you're no longer talking with someone, because we do have swords here. It feels very emotional that there's no more connection right now. Somebody has put up a boundary and is not saying anything at this time. The Wheel of Fortune is here, though. It tells me that something is changing. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like somebody's gone silent because they're trying to change the way they're looking at something, or change their mind, change their perspective. It feels like this will happen in a moment of destiny, that the change will be here. And I think that you will end up understanding or learning whatever it is that is under the surface, because the Queen of Swords is here. It feels like the truth will come out, and it will be something that you will finally be able to heal from. Tell me why the Queen of Swords is here. We've got the King of Wands. It does feel like it's something that will inspire you to heal. We do have the Knight of Swords. It's going to come out pretty harsh, though. Queen of Cups. We've got the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Cups. It does feel like there is some sort of information that's delivered quickly. I'm going to say, Pisces, if you're the one who keeps poking the other person and saying, what's the answer? What's the answer? Maybe you're a person who sends really long texts about how you're feeling. It feels like somebody with the Knight of Swords and the King of Wands. If you've watched me for a while, you know that it doesn't really make me feel very good when I see these two together, only because the Knight of Swords is just throwing out the information really quickly, and the King of Wands is adding fire. So it feels like it comes off really not very great. It feels like it's hurtful. Somebody may have said something hurtful. The Queen of Cups is here, and they may have hurt your feelings. It does feel like it's a message or some information that really cut you, is what it feels like. I want to say that possibly you do have the truth, but you don't think that you have the whole truth. And the truth that you have is very painful. It's emotionally painful. Tell me why the Five of Cups is here. We've got the Empress. We've got the Nine of Swords in the reverse. And the Devil energy is here. I feel like the reason, it feels like that you're in this perpetual sort of doing this, because I think it's a cycle of being sad and then not worrying, and then being sad and then not worrying. It feels like you're kind of back and forth, back and forth. The Empress is here. The thing is I feel like you don't really need it. I feel like with the Empress energy that you can stand on your own, you can do it on your own. You know what it is, Pisces? I feel like you don't want to do it on your own. I know that you can do it on your own. And when I say it, I mean make your own money, have your own life, focus on yourself. I think you've been doing that for years and years and years, and you're like, why doesn't it work out? But I'm going to say that don't mistake the silence for an ending, because the Wheel of Fortune is here, which tells me it could be in a stall or in the silence, because somebody is in hermit energy thinking about the details. Am I enough? Do I have enough? Because I don't think it's about you, because you're showing here as the Empress, so I think you are enough. But I feel like somebody else feels like they have to reach up for you, or that you are at a higher level vibrationally. It feels like somebody feels as though they've really got to figure out if they can change, or if they're willing to change. I think you can feel something under the surface, but this person isn't willing to say it until they have a truthful answer for you. Tell me what is changing here. We've got the Knight of Cups, we've got the Seven of Wands, and we've got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Oh, so I do feel that somebody is coming back. So I'm going to say if this is a friend, or if this is an argument we had, or it feels like somebody put up some boundaries all of a sudden. It does feel like it has to do with something emotional. So something you saw the potential in. The King of Cups can be something romantic, but it also can be the opening of the heart space. It feels like somebody could be in some sort of a vulnerability hangover, that they shared so much with you that they recoiled. It does feel like a truth is coming to you, and it could be that with the Knight of Swords, that the information with the King of Wands. Somebody, I feel, is going to say something. So I think that they might be truthful and honest with you here, but it feels like it's something here that I think is going to hurt your feelings, though. So we've got the Empress. I feel like you can do it alone, but you don't want to. I don't think you get into a place here, I don't want to worry about it, but I feel like you can't get it off your back, like the devil's attached to you, right? And so it gives us this fear and this doubt, and it almost makes you doubt yourself. Even though you're in this Empress energy, I feel it makes you doubt yourself, because every once in a while it makes you feel sad. Tell me about this Nine of Cups. We've got the Six of Swords, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. So I think that you're hoping that after some time has passed that there will be some sort of a reunion here. It does feel like we are going to move forward to the calmer place, which is the Nine of Cups, because the Six of Swords is here, and it feels like it's already in motion. So maybe you're mistaking the silence for an ending. Somebody is thinking about it. But I really do feel that they have to be in the hermit mode in order to think about it. Thinking about whether they can carry on with the friendship or whether they can live up to your potential. It feels like this person is really hard on themselves, because the hermit energy is Virgo energy, and Virgo's really hard on themselves. They're like a perfectionist, right? This person could be in a dark night of the soul and trying to get out of that energy as well. They're trying to change. They could be in the midst of change, which would be really hard. You may have met somebody who's in the midst of a dark night of the soul. So I feel like after some time, I think you need to be patient if you want to have some sort of reunion. I think it will be a happy reunion. I think that somebody, once they get their answer, once the answer is achieved, I feel like that they will want to see you again or have a conversation with you. I think this all does lead to the Nine of Cups, which is alignment. I feel like eventually you're going to be in mental alignment with this person. I feel like you two are both hard workers, and the way that you build is sort of in alignment. I feel like there will be a happy reunion of sorts. What happens at the reunion? We have the Magician. Okay. We've got the Ten of Cups, and we've got the Ace of Swords. Someone's trying to decide if they want to go their own way. I think it's the Eagles, is it? I don't remember who sings it. Go Your Own Way. I just, when the Magician went down, I heard Go Your Own Way. I heard that song. So I feel like somebody here is thinking about whether they should set up in the Ten of Cups with you or go their own way. Somebody here is trying to come to a realization or a clarity of what they really want. What is this? Is this something that I really want? Am I ready for it? Because somebody here is really trying to find their own light. It's like somebody feels as though you expect certain things from them because you are an Empress, and they don't know if they can give it to you because they are in this place where they are really hard on themselves. It's like they haven't leveled up as much in their life as you have. We've got the Star, the Two of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Moon. Somebody here is curious. I'm just going to say that I feel like there is a decision to be made here, and somebody is trying to avoid making a decision. And I feel like it's hurtful. It's hurtful because of the silence. It's the not knowing. The cycle isn't closed. You think the cycle might be closed or open, but you're not sure. It's the Moon, right? This is the illusion. This is the I'm not really sure energy. We are in a full moon in Aquarius today. Could be full moon energy. Somebody's trying to figure out whether they want to release this or whether they want to move forward, but we still don't have an answer. I feel like you're curious about how someone feels or what path they're going to take. But it does feel like somebody is waiting on an answer. And I feel like somebody is like this Five of Wands, indecision. Maybe there's other person involved. Maybe there's competition. I think this is all wondering. I don't think that this is the truth, but I think you're wondering why somebody's holding back, reserving their energy. Justice is here. The Five of Pentacles is here. The Four of Swords is in the reverse. I feel like this person will contact you. The person who's been on the outside looking in. So if you're the person that's been on the outside looking in, the one who's been quiet. I feel like you're going to choose to reach out with someone because the Page of Swords is here. Feels like you're going to choose to reach out, but I think that you're going to choose to be very honest and truthful with someone about how you're feeling about the situation. And whether it's good or bad, I don't know. The Queen of Cups is very deep, right? So it feels like it's a very deep feeling or a very deep conversation where somebody doesn't mean to hurt somebody else, but whatever they say is deeply hurting. Like it feels like with this, it feels like a thoughtless reply. It feels like I'm just going to say it because I know I have to say it and you're waiting for an answer. And it feels like it could be hurtful, but the truth is coming out. Like the truth will be here. So, Pisces, I feel like this justice card that is here, you are going to get justice. You are going to get communication from somebody here. Because the Four of Swords is in the reverse and the Five of Pentacles is here with the Justice. You will get justice from being left on the outside looking in. It does feel like somebody might be going through some karma. They could be going through financial strife here, financial issues. It feels like they feel that they don't measure up to you in some way. And I feel the way they don't feel that they measure up is probably financial, emotional. They don't think that they can dive as deep as you want them to dive. I feel like you two are part of a social group, possibly, a very happy social group, but it feels like something's getting very serious or needs an answer. We have to talk about what's going on here. The Magician makes me feel like somebody wants to go their own way. It feels like somebody had not planned on meeting someone and having to amalgamate their life with someone else to join things. The Magician usually is someone who's creating their own reality, not the reality with someone else in it. So I think that somebody here is creating their own reality and has the tools to do that. And they weren't expecting to meet you at the time that they did. Or you weren't expecting to meet them. Tell me what the outcome is here. Is there anything else that Pisces needs to know? We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Lovers. And we have the Sun. So somebody's trying to make a choice. And I think that the Sun is here. It tells me that it is a choice that comes to light quite soon. But it also feels like there's already been a lot of silence. Tell me what the Sun is. We've got the King of Swords. We've got the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, the decision is coming. Somebody I feel is going to invite you to reunite with them, going to give you an offer. But I'm going to say that the offer is to talk. It's not to tell you, oh, I love you and all this stuff, right? I'm just going to say, I just want you to manage your thought process because the the Knight of Cups is here, and I just don't want things to go off the rails. You know what I mean? It could be that somebody here just really wants to speak the truth because they've made a decision. Two of Pentacles is here. Page of Pentacles is here. Maybe they want to stay friends. Three Pentacles altogether. Could be that they want to build more of a foundation. Truthfully, honestly, I really like you. Someone here is being truthful and honest in a very happy way. It feels like it's still going to sting though. It's going to hurt. Because I don't think that this person is really interested in getting any closer than this. We've got the World card, we've got the Death card, and we've got the Seven of Cups. At least it's going to clear things up. You're going to have some sort of realization. This person's going to be very honest and truthful about what's going on in their life right now, that they didn't expect that they would meet someone right now, and they don't really have the capacity to carry on something that has this absolute depth of the Queen of Cups. So the World card is here with the Death card, and that tells me that somebody is passing through some sort of a transition. Everything in their life is shifting at this time, but I feel like they are becoming sort of clear about what they want. And I think that the revelation will come, but it feels like it's going to take some time. And it feels like this weighs very heavy on them as well. They do want to take a leap of faith here, but they're trying to heal. Feels like somebody here is trying to heal. I feel like you surprised them at a time in their life when they thought that they were never going to meet anyone. And I feel like they're just not ready for you at this time. And sometimes it's like that. Sometimes we just hit at the wrong time, and that's what this feels like. Pisces, I'm just going to leave it right here. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you for all the ways that you love me. Thanks so much, and I will be back with the sneak peek. I hope you are back too, and I'll see you here. Take care. Bye-bye.